Well, hey there, welcome back to Middleburgh here on Farming Simulator 22. You see, I have nearly $1 million. And I have this truck loaded up here on the flatbed. So we're going to head on down to the shop. While we do that, chit-chat a bit about what I've done since the last episode. So all of the bales have been moved over here. We've got all of the bales, the grass bales back there beside the barn have been wrapped. So we do have some of them already fermented into silage. And we do need to get those down to the food mill at some point, but that is not a priority. I did sell all of the beehives. I sold the sugar beet storage facility that I had installed over at the other farm. And I think that's it. That's all I had built. But I wasn't able to sell the land, I believe, because the silo is replaceable and possibly the house, that it wouldn't let me sell it. So I ended up using the field lease mod, because you can actually sell fields or properties if you still own placeables on it. So I used that to sell it and got $600 and something thousand. Now it would have been more, but if you remember very early on in this series, actually on the very first series, I mentioned that I had actually reduced the price value of that starting farm because I didn't want to sell it and then have $1.5 million or something like that. So that's all I got from it, 600 and something thousand. But between that and the other field that I sold, well, I had just over $1 million. And then I bought myself something nice and pretty. And if you hadn't figured it out yet, might be why I have the Dodge loaded up here. Yep, getting a new truck. That stop sign is just a suggestion. So I bought myself another pickup truck. And yes, I went with a Ford. And first I need to make sure I'm going the right way here, because I may have taken a wrong turn. I did take a wrong turn. Let's back up here. So yeah, I bought myself a new pickup. Got rid of the Dodge. Although it has served me well. I'm going to go ahead and complete the circle here and get a Ford. Let's see, yeah, turn here. So that farm, the starting farm, is history. We have sold everything from it, moved all of the equipment over from it, and the sorghum that I had put into the grain bin, I also moved that over as well. All of the sugar beets. So everything has been moved out. I actually ended up taking the slurry that was in the cow pen and just took it down and sold it at the biogas plant. So you see the new Ford there in the distance, but let's get some things sold here real quick. So I have brought down to the shop this rake and the feed mixer. Now the rake, nothing wrong with it. It's not very big, but it does do a decent job. I don't know how much more grass work I may end up doing on this series, but if we do any more, I'm going to get a bigger rake to do the raking, and then we no longer need the mixer because we don't have a still anymore. That's the lights. There we go. So I will go ahead and sell that. Not much back from that. Sell that. And then we'll jump in the truck here. Literally. And we'll sell the old Dodge. Not too bad on resale. So we're back over $1 million again. So I do have the little tractor down here. I use that to bring the items down. We're going to need that because we need to get a grape harvester and a grape trailer. So we're going to put the harvester on the trailer here and maybe the truck if it'll fit. And then we'll use the little tractor to send the grape trailer back. So this is the new truck. Ford F-250. Not too shabby. So there it is. We'll take that for a spin later on. So first things first, let's go ahead and get a grape harvester. And we have the new Aero model that just come out. So I was looking at these two and I don't know anything about grape harvesters. But this one actually holds up to 3,000 liters. This one holds 3,100. But this one dumps out of the back and this one dumps off the side. So I think I want to try the new one. We're going to go ahead and go with the big capacity. I don't care about the wheels. And do I want it to go faster? I don't think it matters too much because we're just going to be using it around the farm and we'll haul it up there on the trailer. So we'll just go with the base engine. So we'll go ahead and buy it. Now we got plenty of money. So we're going to buy the harvester. And then we need a trailer. Where are the grape trailers? Am I missing it? Where's that? There we go. Grape technology. So we have 6,000. Ooh, they get kind of expensive. I don't really want a huge trailer. Let's go with a small one. I may regret this. I really don't think we're going to get that much off the field. I don't know how much the grapes produce. I could be completely wrong. But if so, we'll upgrade midstream. So we're down to about, well, $750,000. It goes quick. It goes quick. Since I do have a little bit extra money, I do want to buy one or two of the fields over at the other property. So once we get these grapes harvested, I'll look into that. And see about which one we might want. And also need to put in some more honeybee hives. So let me use the handy dandy auto drive here and send them over. Ooh, can we not make it to the main farm from here? I may not have a course. No, it should be able to. There we go. It didn't like something. Now hopefully this harvester will fit on the trailer here. It doesn't look too wide. Matter of fact, it may be narrower than the pickup truck. It's an interesting machine, I tell you. quite the ladder to get up into it. It is a tall, tall machine. Very nicely detailed inside. Alright, let's see if we can get up here on the trailer. Oh, 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 are we gonna make it? Oh, I think I'm going off the edge. No, it's okay. Do I have room for the pickup back there? I might. I wonder if I can... Oh, that will not go up on that upper deck. We'll get that locked in there. This thing actually sounds really good. And for all of you guys who are going to ask me where did I get the truck mod, I'm telling you right now, first place you want to check for anything I use is either the Mod Hub or King Mods. That is my go-tos. This actually came off King Mods, so that's where I got it. Don't have to ask in the comments. And if you ask in the comments, I know you weren't listening to my video. Well, that's it. Room to spare. Very good. Alright. So, we are going to make our way back down to the farm. Now I can just call it the farm because it's the only one I have. And I guess we're going to harvest some grapes. Oh, better slow down, slow down, slow down. The brakes on this truck are a little soft. Quite the load. We'll see you at the farm. So I'm driving up here to the farm. And there's my waypoint location right over there. I have no idea where the tractor is with the trailer. I've got to go find it. Let's see where it... Oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez. How did that happen? Oh, wow, he is wrapped around that tree. You have got to be kidding me. Well. Just this once. We're just going to do this. I need to get him over here. Let's go ahead and just drop him over here. Just because he messed up on me. Alright, so back over to the... Oh, let's go ahead and get the straps up. Oh, I gotta unfold the ramps there. Alright. Hop in the truck. This thing, it sounds really good. It's got that really good exhaust on the diesel. I like it. I like it. All right, now for the grape harvester. Up the ladder we go. I tell you, I always get nervous about backing equipment off a trailer. Especially things like a skid steer or something. You know it's got the weight to be stable and not tip over. But man, when you're coming down those ramps, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially in something that you can't see behind you. Going up doesn't always seem as bad, but coming down backwards, to me, is always just a little bit nervous. It just doesn't feel right. I imagine you'd get used to it if you did it frequently. So I have a pile of eggs over here from the chickens. I've just been stacking them up over here, waiting for the price to increase. You see we have quite the stack of premium potatoes. We have one box of pig food. Quite a bit of sugar over here, and if we walk over we should be able to see. So yeah, we have 2,000 liters of pig food still waiting to be boxed up. Looks like 6,400 liters of sugar waiting to be boxed up. Some premium potatoes. So quite a bit of stuff that we'll have to sell at some point in the future. We do have some grain in the silo. I was going to use that to make some pig food. I may not have to now. I bought some pig food, and they're not going through it as fast as I thought they would. And now that we are able to make some pig food, I might be able to sell the grain or use it for making something like flour. I don't know. Alright, so we are in here. We're going to give this a shot. I've got it turned on. I'm assuming we just roll right down the middle of the vines here. Quiet inside the cab. Let's see, is there anything behind us that we can see working? Not really. Alright, we have lights. Yep, they're bright. This is slow go. 5 miles an hour. I do like the digital display there. Got our speed. Looks like RPMs. It's bouncing around a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. We've got some, looks like, oh yeah, it looks like the RPM's in 2 places. Huh. Very neat. Zoom in a little bit here. We've got, looks like some things with the, let's shut this thing off here real quick. Oh yeah, okay, so the gauges there on the right change when we, look at that, when we go lower, we're at 12 centimeter height. We raise the thing up, we're at 30. Crank up the processor. Huh. Very, very cool. Well, that is a lot of detail. Where have I gone? Let's see. Went a little bit too far there. Problem with going down the row in the outside view, you really can't see the vines. From the back like this, you could zoom way out. That doesn't look good. I actually think I prefer the in-cab view here. So we've made 1 row and about a half, almost a half. We're about 39, 40% full. So we should be able to do at least 3 rows before we have to empty. Oh, and I changed my field of view here. Let me change that back. There we go. So we're harvesting grapes. I can't say I'm super excited about this. I've kind of been dreading it, to be honest with you. I really wanted to try the grapes, and pretty much after the very first activity, I was over it. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. Now we could make a ton of money off of it, and it might be worth it. I don't know. But it is just very restrictive trying to get workers to help. It's difficult. I tell you, it would probably be pretty enjoyable on a multiplayer server if you're able to have multiple folks doing the work. But single player here, especially trying to record videos, you know, oftentimes I do have to use helpers to either get footage or do certain things or help progress things. And so this, not so much. Although now I think Courseplay may work for us. But I'm sure I'll still have to babysit it. So I don't want to get stuck in the middle of a row. So I'm going to stop at the end of this one. We're 83%, 84, 85. So we'll stop here, get the trailer, and go ahead and unload. Let's see, we'll pull there. And we'll run up here and grab the trailer real quick. So the interesting thing, now that it has been harvested, it says the state is withered. That's interesting. The tractor is still dirty from all the grass work I was doing. I wasn't sure if the other trailer that I had would fit underneath the harvester, so that's why I went ahead and bought the grape harvester trailer, or the grape transport trailer. I'll get this pulled out of the way here. Still loving that tractor. That is a nice little tractor. Now, why is that hooked up so high? Huh. I wonder why I didn't hook into that lower pin. That's strange. Alright, back in the harvester here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to get a couple more rows done here. We'll get that trailer full, and then we'll go take it and start up our wine making or raisin making, whatever I end up doing. Alright, so I actually ended up getting auto drive to help me out here. And I wanted to test it out, see if it's working, and it is. I've already done, it has some trouble down here on this end, but I just got it going down there. I actually just did all the harvesting down to about there. I wanted to give it enough space, and it seems like it is able to harvest grapes with no problems, at least for now. So, now I need to get these grapes into the processor, and I'm thinking it's down here, but let me turn on the trigger markers here. Yeah, it is down here on this lower section. And there we go. Finally started with the grapes. So if I walk up the stairs here, and is there doors here? There are. Oh, do we have something already in here? What is that? Oh, is that just decoration? I think that's decoration. Okay, so we can make raisins or wine. Ratio is pretty close. Let's take a look real quick at the prices and see what we can get out of it. Raisins, almost 3,000. And we're looking for wine. Oh, that's what we're going to do right there. Yes, sirree. So we're going to make some wine. Oh, I need to get back in here and start up the factory. There we go. Everything's running. Very, very good. Okay, so I wanted to try something out here and see what would happen. Now, I let the harvester run on course play until it was full. And, well, it kept going past the harvested, or the vines where it had harvested. It didn't stop, and now I have got it stuck on a post there. Let me back. Why is it not backing up? Come on, there we go. So I wanted to try something. I know that the hopper on the side extends out away from it. I wanted to see if I would be able to take the trailer down the side and empty it across the vine. I'm doubtful that it will work, but we're about to find out. Alright, so I've got that there. Let's see if I can get over the vine here. Can I go under? Nope. And oh, you almost got it. You almost, look at that. Look at that. So now I don't have to worry about it getting full. Now that it doesn't visually look right there, but it is working. It is working. That's all that matters. Alright, so we're going to just let this fella, we'll let that guy continue on its way. So now we can let, oh shoot, I don't have a tractor to slide over. The Courseplay is doing a good job of turning around between these vineyards here. It's doing good. Get back down here to the tractor. We'll get another load and get it into the winery. Think thin. Think thin. I'm stuck. Oh boy. Alright, I got some helpers helping out with the grape harvest. While they are working, I'm going to take a little break from that and run down the road here. We'll take a look at a couple fields that I am interested in buying. There's this one over here to the left. It has already been planted with canola, I believe, maybe barley. And I am interested in that one. Actually, it would be these two. They come together. But there's also these two over here. Now, they are a little smaller. But what I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and just combining up these fields. Getting that divider strip out of the middle there. Just making one big field. So if we look at it on the map here, it is fields 112 and 113. $380,000. 114 and 115 are 454, so pretty good amount more than these two here. So I think I'm going to go with these two. We're going to go ahead and buy them. We have the money. Down to 376, so still doing really well. And I have so much stuff that we're going to sell. I feel like we're going to make a lot of money here coming up very soon. Maybe end up buying most all of these fields over here at some point. I know I wanted to stay with some smaller equipment on this playthrough, smaller than medium sized, but we may finish this series off with just a little bit of bigger equipment work over here in some of these bigger fields. Why am I down so low? I was taking a screenshot earlier and had adjusted my camera. So I'm really liking this truck here. I am really pleased with this purchase. Let's just take a trip down here. See how the grapers are getting along. Gonna break 60 miles an hour through the farmyard here. Oh look, we're full. I'm actually getting quite a bit more off of this field than I anticipated. I didn't realize well, I just didn't know how much to expect in yield. And it has actually been a lot more than I thought. Let's take a look at the menu here real quick. And if we scroll up here all the way to the wine production, you see we have 32,000 liters of grapes in the production already. And we've almost made our first pallet of wine. This field over here is completely done. And this field here, you see the harvester down there. So we are down to here on getting this field done. So it's moving along. You see the time is ticking up. We're almost at 2 p.m. here. So it's taking quite a bit of time. The biggest thing on this particular section is I cannot go. I can only get to about 75% before I have to empty out the harvester, because then it'll get stuck midways down the row. So not getting as much in the tank on this side of the field here, just due to the length of the rows. Oh, I went down the wrong side. Shoot. But we're working through it and we'll get it done. I guess the next step after this is to do some trimming on the vines. I may or may not do that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this again. But we'll see. Anyhow, a lot has happened this episode. Wait a minute, was I on the right side? No, this is it. We've got some new equipment. Got a long ways through the grape harvest. Making progress. Bought another field. Anyhow, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button. If you are not yet a subscriber to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope each of you have a blessed day.